I was invited here as the representative of a country who is one of the more active members of the United Nations, and especially is the host of the second most important hub of international cooperation, Geneva. We've been active in many fields. We have policies that have been very important for the United Nations. The fact that Switzerland is a neutral country was key, that actually the UN and its precursor, the League of Nations, were founded and established in Switzerland. That's why I was here, because people think, rightly, that I have something to say, that I can share things with them regarding Switzerland and the UN, and beyond that, of course, regarding Switzerland as a successful, small country in the middle of Europe with no resources, and nevertheless one of the richest on the planet. So apparently we do something well, and people want to know how we do it. What's the recipe for success? And plenty of questions I received, very good questions, very well thought through questions posed by a number of young participants, were precisely about that. What could Nigeria learn? What could the world learn from Switzerland? How did you do it? Why are you different? What is your political system? And all of that. And that's what I did, and it was great. I don't know what is expected, but certainly they have the expectation that on such an occasion they learn a lot, things they can use, things that are of interest to them, otherwise they wouldn't be here, and things they can build on and take with them for their future.
You know, young people are tech savvy, and again, you see them so much on the internet, you see them so much using electronic gadgets, but then behind the use of these gadgets, you notice also that there are so many things that they do not know. There are so many pretenses online. You also have actions that are not really good, where you have young people engaging in bullying because of sometimes peer pressure. So there's need for the elderly ones, there's need for educators to also educate these younger ones on the need for responsible digital citizenship. Oh, there is challenge. You have very big challenge in parenting in a digital world. So it's very important that parents get to know and understand their children. It's very important that parents also see the beauty of the younger ones. I think sometimes we also have this misconception that because our younger ones are getting involved with the internet, so they are bad or whatever. No, parents should also have the mind. You can't get into somebody's email address without a password. Parents need to understand their children, have an open mind to learn from them. The young people, that over 1,100 students from different parts of the country who are taking part in this program, are very, very intelligent, and I've really learned a lot from them. So we need to have open mind as parents when we're dealing with our children. Yeah, just like the ambassador said, once you have the political will, you can do so much. But then you also, from this present administration, I think I've seen a very young man in charge of the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, and I think with so many of these innovations, you remember what the ambassador said, Switzerland doesn't have any resources, but Switzerland is doing very well. So we need to take advantage of our resources and then come up with policies that will really help in promoting responsible citizenship. Not just digital citizenship, but responsible citizenship. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This year's theme, promoting responsible digital citizenship among young people, is one that is very special to every youth today. So in my speech, I spoke on three very important things. Firstly, we need to be aware of everything we do online. We need to know that every post, every comment, every video we make has an effect on the greater community at large. So we need to take into consideration the feelings of other people in order to make positive impacts on our community. Secondly, we need to use the internet as a tool to further the things we have already. We need to understand that we can use research, and things to collaborate for a greater world at large. And lastly, we need to understand that it is not only our online health that matters, but also our physical and mental health. So at some point, we need to drop our phones, step back, take a walk, and just spend time in the environment that God has created for us.
For me personally, I definitely found that Model UN and public speaking was what really strengthened my interest in being involved in politics and international affairs, as well as developed a lot of really important logical and critical thinking skills. So I think it's amazing that NISSMUN has for almost 20 years been doing this to help Nigerian students and been helping them find their voices and engaging them to meet other peers who are interested in these similar issues. And so we're just really lucky to get to learn from these students and get to help teach them some of what we've learned along the way competing in events like Model UN.
Yeah, getting here, being here in Nigeria and having the opportunity to come to NISSMUN is such a great honor. What we talk about in our classes at university is that political action starts at a very young age. So the ability for these students to come here and learn diplomacy, creativity, confidence, public speaking, negotiation, diplomacy, all of these amazing skills are going to pay dividends in the future when they go on to amazing careers. So just the ability to be here to help with that and to offer advice and to learn so much from these students as well is really just such an honor.